Okay, continue. Now, tell me, who are all gonna excited today that you're gonna learn something new today from our beautiful speakers? People can raise their hands. Let me count the hands today. How many you gonna be excited today? See that? Okay, okay, okay. Going on, going on, going on, going on. Seen a lot of hands, and people has raised it manual overriding has already done. Fine, no issues. As usual, great things will start from the motivational prayers. Now, our PhD speaker, Mohini, will start today's gratitude prayer. And over to you, Mohini.
Oh, nice. I don't have a PhD, but nice. Thank you so much for the introduction, Sashi. So I would request all of you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Continue taking the deep breaths and repeat after me in your mind. So thank you, God, for giving such a wonderful life to all of us. Thanks a lot for supporting us in all the phases of our lives. Thank you, God, for sending a messenger, for giving me an opportunity to be part of this beautiful association. Thank you, God, for uniting us to support each other, our friends, our families towards a good health and great life. Thank you, God, for the job opportunity, which is bringing food, shelter to our table. And finally, thank you, God, for giving us the opportunity to speak here, share our learnings, our experiences from life, and the books we read. So you can slowly exhale and open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining the book club. Hope you'll have a wonderful time. Over to you, Sashi.
Now I'm feeling very pleasant today. Don't know, because Mohini is giving the gratitude prayer again today. Nice.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Now keep that motivation, keep that excitement, because our speakers are just lined up with their beautiful talks. Now, who are going to expect that the first speaker today for opening our grand ceremony? Okay, I have already just puzzled up with some random thing. Now, let me welcome Apurva. Apurva's topic is a little bit different because I know 2 minutes rule from the Atomic Habits book and 1 minute rule from the BJ session he covered in the last session. But now I'm surprising, how come the 5 seconds rule will be there? Crazy. Now, Apurva will explain you the thing, how 5 seconds rule can change something. And over to you, Apurva. Okay, looks Apurva is not.
Apurva is not here, yes.
Okay, let me call the next speaker. Saurav is there. Okay, Saurav is also not there. Okay, let's call Rohit. Now, I used to call the Rohit to come and present the today's topic. And for that, so Rohit is having another very beautiful talk. He used to talk about the topic name was, sorry, I forgot. Sapiens. So yesterday I'm watching the Lucy movie, how the human brain can able to go. How is the 10% time, 20%, 100 times? Oh my God, when I hear the sounds, that topic, I feel, oh my God, I want to see the people like who have the 100%. But now maybe Rohit won't show the Lucy movie completely, but casually I'm talking that maybe he can able to take some points from the different books and he will explain you. Over to you, Rohit.
Yeah, thank you, Sasi, for that wonderful, reference from Lucy movie. And my topic is similar to that. Like we all are evolved from ape, right? So what we can we can think of our brain. How can we compare our brain with our sibling out there, ape or any other animal on the planet? So this book tells about similar story that Lucy movie or any other science fiction movie that tells about the evolution. So this story started from, if I say from the very beginning, 13.7 billion years ago, when our Big Bang happened, and it formed the stars and this formed the new planets, and then after some time, life evolved. So around 2.5 million years ago, that is 25 lakhs years ago, the life on Earth started, and our closest started when our closest human relative evolved from East Africa. So at that time, there were lots of animal on that planet, and our ancestors, they were very insignificant animal. Over the period of time, what happened? Our ancestors, they evolved in such a way that they gradually, take the grasp of the planet. They gradually taking control of the ecosystem, like all the ecological system that was there. They were controlling animals, they were controlling fire. So what was that? What this insignificant happened, that this insignificant ape evolved in such a way that today we are the master of the planet. We control all the planet. We control all the aspect of life on Earth, right? So there are some few differences. This book tells about vast story. So I will just take 3 points that are there. That is the difference between our closest relative, chimpanzees and human. First is, we are better in cooperations. So we cooperate each other very well. We work in very large number, very cooperatively. Let's take an example of the football match. So in football match, typically there are 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh fans out there, and they all are harmoniously and peacefully, not like that, like they are not killing each other. They are enjoying the similar stories, similar thing as all the other human being. But this same thing is not applicable for the chimpanzees. If you throw some 10-20 chimpanzees out there, they will quickly make mass out of everything, right? That is first thing. Second thing, we human have very good imagination. We imagine, we believe in stories, we believe in science fiction, and that is the basis of our civilization, because we believe in such theories that God exists, even though lots of us know that God does not exist, but we believe in the story that heaven and hell. If we tell one chimpanzee that please give this banana to your fellow friend, and you will go to chimpanzee's heaven where you will have lots of bananas, but this chimpanzee will not understand, right? If you tell the same story to one human, he will believe, right? So that's the difference between chimpanzees and us, and that makes us great. Third point is that we have sophisticated means of communication, that is our language. So what it means that let's say there is one lion that one chimpanzee saw in one bank of the river, and how he described this story to his fellow chimpanzee friend, that I saw one lion like that, right? But how this human, how us describe to our friend, I saw one lion, the color of the lion, the exact location, how big it was, that how dangerous it was looking, whether it was hungry or not, all this kind of thing. So that is a difference, and these differences, like cooperation, imagination, believing in the stories, like having this means of communication, this makes us great, and that is the reason we are the most advanced being, or we can say animal on the planet. So this makes us great, basically. So this is one thing that I just touched today. Maybe the next book club or coming book club, I will just touch more on that. That's a very good book. I will recommend all of you to go through it once. That is very good. Over to you, Sasi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rohit. One of the very nice talk. I used to remember a lot of times. Your beautiful talk. Very nice. Perfect. I think we'll move to the next speaker. So I hope Soumya is there. Yes, Soumya is there. Now Soumya is going to talk on the financial planning tips. How many people realize that COVID really helped to understand this financial planning? Even I don't know about others, but for me, it's a complete test for me, because I can able to understand a lot of financial tips. Previously, I thought purchase the 100 rupees is a basic thing, but nowadays it's spending like a 10 rupees is also, I'm looking like a very big thing, because I know how can able to save a lot of money. I hope you people also learned a lot of things, but let me welcome Soumya, because she's a very master in that. Over to you, Soumya, and you can take over the hand.
Thank you very much, Shashi. Unfortunately, I'm not able to share the presentation. I have logged in through my mobile. Yeah, financial planning. Let me come to like why it is important. We have never taught in our schools like to at least to like what is financial, how it is required, how important it is in our life, how it makes a major role. in managing our finances, and also knowing the value of the money, right? So it is very important. Even I was not aware until I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was very less knowledge about this financial planning. So why it is required financial planning? Basically, there are many factors like inflations, cost of educations is very high, and medical expenses also, and the lifestyles also, lifestyle for the family. So we should actually properly plan based on what is asset and what is liabilities. And so yes, Shashi, I'm sorry, like I'm not so prepared also.
No issues, Soumya.
I'm not so perfect. Actually, I'm learning now. So
issues,
it's a
Soumya.
really good book.
No issues, Soumya. I think everyone are learning here. That's where how the things become. Because even once upon a time, I don't know how to talk a word also, maybe in the initial times. Because now I'm hosting. See, the lot of difference will be there. Because people
Yeah.
are coming from, because my background is a completely a drastical background, because my English is such a poor English. But now I'm able to host the book club. See the drastic change, because someday you will be the host of the meeting. Who knows the things? Because you already proved a lot of times. It does not mean that we talk or not talk. It does. It's fine completely. Maybe we can take the opportunity next time. Then what's the problem now? But your topic is very good, Soumya. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
see.
I want to present in my way, but I'm not able to communicate properly.
No. That's how the things will happen, Soumya.
Yeah.
Because the life won't work as we plan most of the time. Why do we need to take the life as most seriously? Let it be. We'll try it next time. What's going to happen?
Yeah, I will come up with very good things so that people will understand. It's very important financial planning. I'm telling. These many 30 years I have passed in my. I am in 31 years now. So 30 years have passed without knowing financial planning. After 31 years, I'm getting to know about financial planning. I believe my future will be good following these steps. So I want to learn myself and also teach others. I have done small part of things unknowingly, uh, uh, which helped for security to secure my families and things. But yeah, I don't know how to put that out.
You taken the 2 minutes 90 seconds, Soumya, because you already completed the topic. 2 minutes 90 seconds. You are just less than the 10 seconds. You already done your topic.
Okay.
For you already given the summary. You have given everything. You have given. I don't know missing in the talk.
Okay.
Fine, Soumya.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thank you, Shashi.
Perfect. Okay, let's see. Apurva is there. Yeah, Apurva is there. Perfect. So I have already given the intro about you, Apurva. Let me give one more time also. Now, Apurva's topic is on the 5 seconds rule, because most of the time we hear the 2 minutes rule from the Atomic Habits and the 1 minute rule from the BJ session also a lot of times, but I never heard about the 5 seconds rule. I'm a little bit excited to hear on that. Okay, Apurva, I'm just hand over the session to you. You can take it and you can explain what is the 5 seconds rule.
Thank you, Sasi. Thank you for this great introduction. I hope I keep your excitements up and I hope I provide some interesting information. Okay, so let me just share my screen with you. Okay. Okay. So, hi all, I'm Apurva, and today we'll be talking about this very interesting topic, that is 5 second rule. The author of this book is Mel Robbins. So let's dig in and let's see what's in this rule. So as we know, we have two guys within us, the good guy and the bad guy. The good guy is basically the instinct which urges us to take an action, whereas the bad guy is the thought which prevents us to take an action because its job is to protect us from this uncomfortable situation. So here comes this rule to the rescue. Just a minute. Yeah. So what is this rule about? The rule is nothing but to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just to make a physical move, or else the brain will stop you. Why to use this rule? In order to improve your life, you need a push. So basically, it's just to get off the rear and kick your butt. And how to use this rule? Well, when you feel hesitant of doing something, you can use this rule. So here are the few key points about this rule. The very first is the change is simple, not easy. Uh, there is a golden rule of habit: break the pattern and replace it. Then comes the concept of activation energy. As we know, to start any chemical reaction, we need a minimum amount of energy. So this energy is the push for us. Courage. Courage is basically, if you have courage to start, you definitely will have courage to end it. Then comes the very interesting one, feeling versus action. We are driven by our feelings, but at the end, feeling doesn't matter, but action matters. So it's not in your control like how to feel, but it's definitely under your control how to act. So let's give up these reasons of being tired, the weather being too cold, hot, it's raining, or being too late. Let's go. So where you can use this rule. So here are the few situations where you can use, right from snoozing your alarm to setting up your morning routine, to start your workouts, eating in moderation, making the simplest decision, speaking in a meeting, hitting send on emails, finding time for yourselves, and the most interesting, talking to someone you find attractive. So remove all the shoulds, woulds, and coulds out of your life and just do it. Thank you.
Wow. Short and crisp and on the time. Exactly 3 minutes, 1 second. Thumbs up, Apurva. Perfect. Okay, now let me invite the one more speaker. We already know him from a long time. So on one of the charming YouTuber that we already know. So let me invite the Srikanth for the next topic, and his topics are on the women are like waves from the book. Even I hear from my childhood days, people, lot of poetries that I said, women are from the lotus and lot of stuff. But now I'm just hearing that the women are like waves from the book. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe we'll get some more info from the Srikanth. So let me invite Srikanth to be on the stage. Over to you, Srikanth.
Just had to call me. I just pulled out one chocolate to eat and okay, everyone. So, I mean, I just planned to talk about leadership principles, and then I just thought many people are talking about that, right? So, we already have enough leaders and enough leadership principles in the call. And if I tell anything extra, people would beat me out of the book club. So, I thought maybe let's talk something relevant for this week. And since we are all staying at home, people who have partners like wife or girlfriend, even people who are dealing with their parents, mothers, so we all have problems always staying at home. So about not having enough attention, they'll fight, argue. So I just thought of talking one side of the thing, because almost we always, more than women will mostly be understanding, but when the problem comes is when we feel like they are not understanding. So I just wanted to talk about that this week. So the base concept is women are like waves. So what this means is like anyone, women have a phase. Okay, so they'll feel so happy at one point, that's the top of their wave. Okay, so at one point they'll go down, right? So when they are going down, like when they are feeling sad, this is where all the problems comes to men. She's like this, she's like that, she won't understand. No matter how many times I tell, she'll bring that up again. So I just want to break down that science behind it. So what happens when they are going to problems is, first basic rule you guys should remember, It's not regarding what's happening right now. Okay. So right now something triggered them, but it is not the only thing that's making them sad. So they are thinking about their 8th standard when your father didn't buy them something and bought something to her sister, to right now what happened, everything pent up. Okay. So they have all those emotions because women always, they hide their emotions, right? Just to keep us happy, their partner or their parents. So at one point, what happens when they hit the bottom? So everything comes up all at one shot, right? So you will go and ask, oh, okay, now what happened? Tell me. So let's solve this. And then they'll be like, I don't know. Like, what the hell? What do you mean you don't know? Tell me, let's solve. That's how we'll react. But the right way to dive through this process is just be there and listen to them. Don't give them solutions. As a person, what I would do is I have solutions for everything. So when someone says like, my partner, my mom, when they say about problems, I'll like, you know what, let's do this. And once they finish the solution, they'll be like, still talking about the problem. I'm like, I gave you the solution, right? And they'll still be talking. So the reason is they already know the solution. Okay. So what they need is someone to listen to. And here comes the interesting part. So now that I told you guys will go home or you're already at home and you'll start listening to your partner, what you notice is you will get more complaints. The more you listen, the more she starts complaining. You're like, the hell is happening? You said listen and I started listening and this person is complaining more. I don't want to listen. So what happens here is, I told already that it's a wave phase, right? So she's going down, and if you are starting to listen, she wants to go down so quick, right? So she talks more and more issues. And if she's talking about more issues, that means she's letting out everything. So she's trying to hit the bottom as quickly as possible. So you just keep listening. It's like you are the absorber of the negativity. So all the problems she'll be talking, you just keep listening, and she'll be like, ah, finally, my problems are solved. So what happens here is they are not solved. She just needs someone to listen, right? Because their whole lifetime, maybe your wife, when she's with her parents, maybe they might have controlled her so much. So she expected to have a little freedom with you as a husband. Or maybe it's same with your girlfriend. Maybe your mother might be the same. She might have been controlled a lot by her husband. And now that you kids are there, she wants you to be understanding. So that's what is happening with women. So when they are complaining, when they are in a low, just be there, sit with them. And when they are talking about something, just listen. Just like, if in the starting of your relationship with your girlfriend, how you will do, like whatever she complains, it'll be amazing. It'll be, it's okay. Yeah, we'll go through this. Just be the same, whatever the phase it, even if it's the beginning of the relationship, and mother, sister, girlfriend, wife, whoever it is, just listen to their problems, and half of the things will be solved. They'll be happy and they'll be back and cheerful to the top of the wave again, and they'll support you guys. So since we are at lockdown and we are spending more time together, we'll have more problems like this, that we are not understanding each other. So I thought we guys might need this, and I took this topic. Hope it helps. Thank you guys.
Perfect, Srikanth. Srikanth, let me ask you one question. How did you learn all these things?
It's like whenever I have a problem with my partner or with something, I just search in Google what's the best thing to understand relationships. What's the best book to maintain productivity, and then I start reading that book, and then I kind of apply what's happening in there to understand the problem. That's it.
Really awesome. Okay, Nikita has something to share. Yes, Nikita.
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you, Srikanth. That's really good advice for men. I would say that definitely. I think I'm going to speak for all women around here that the reason we want men to just listen and not offer solutions is because we women are definitely smarter than you guys. We don't need your solutions. Listen and move on. Okay, that's it. There we go. Sorry, that was kidding.
Wow.
That was fabulous. Thanks, Srikanth.
I don't know what is the problem with these high personality people. They keep on saying the something, listen. Oh my God.
Actually, I also want to add something in this. I have also learned about this, and it's not only about women's actually. Actually, men's and women's, we both have a pain body. It's called a pain body. It's a minute body in our this body, and it stores, you know, every emotions, every bad emotions, I can say. It stores whatever you are having, you're facing from your childhood. It is storing that, but unfortunately the quotient is more in women. The pain body quotient is more in women's as compared to men's. Yeah, that is the one thing I have learned. So I just thought to add it here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Perfect, Shraddha. Anyone wants to add, because already ladies people already added. We need some people, men's count, to add some points here.
We agree. We all agree. That is what we want to add.
We are just listening.
They are practicing.
One thing, just listen, bro. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Just open your eyes, pay attention, listen attentively. Don't like just do formality. Listen attentively. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Your life will be happy. You will be happy.
Oh my God. What Karthik, bro, what you will say? You are the life coach here.
No, I said I am just listening. That's all.
Oh my God. Perfect. Yeah, very fun-loving topic and a very important topic also. So, okay, let me invite another speaker. Let me invite the Karthik only for the next talk. So his topic is on the are you a Sanjeev? So it's mean something, are you an optimistic, are you a positive person? Are you confused? Okay, let me hear from the Karthik. Karthik, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Sasi. I think you are doing a great job as a host. Yeah, we are excited to keep it going. Yeah, thank you so much. So today I think I wanted to talk about something interesting. Okay, before I share what is my topic and what is the book all about. Okay, so when it comes to the word asset, okay, so what do you remember? Like, what comes to your mind? I mean, if you want to share, you can talk or you can put it in the chat. When it comes to asset, okay, so what exactly do you think comes to your mind? Property. Okay, Nazir says property, Rohit says real estate, Kiran says money. Okay, Sasi says credit money in bank. Okay, something that adds money into your pocket. Okay, asset is something lasting, valuable, non-depreciable, right? Okay, so money makes money. Okay, a lot of interesting answers. Net worth. Oh my God, too many answers. My husband. Oh, Nikita says my husband. Nice. He makes money. Okay.
Nikita, high five.
Okay, nice. So yeah, I think we had a very interesting answers, right? Okay, what comes in your mind when I say assets about yourself, like individual assets which every one of us carry, right? So I wanted to talk about this book, Personality Plus by Florence Letour. So I think money had nothing to do with what the author talks about in this book, because the author speaks more about the personality types. Okay, we all have different temperaments in our personality. It's not like this personality is good or that personality is bad. It's about understanding different personality types. Okay, that is our biggest asset as an individual, right? Because we are born with that personality and we die with that personality, correct? So the author has 4 interesting personality types. So I'll cover one at a time, but not everything today. So I'll talk about only one personality type. So I'll take another 2-3 series to talk about all the personality types and end it with a nice story. Okay. So today I'll talk about a personality type called sanguine. Okay. So let me share my PPT for it. I hope you will be able to see. You're able to see, right? Okay. So what a popular sanguine personality is. Okay. So let us understand their strengths, right? So you see, sanguine personality, they are all actually extroverts, right? Talkative, and they're optimists. So if you see, there are a lot of points, and more or less almost all the points are like self-explanatory. So I just go through it. So if you take the emotions, right, they are having appealing personality. Okay, storytellers, life of the party, good sense of humor, right? Physically holds on to listeners, emotional and demonstrative, enthusiastic and expressive, cheerful, bubbling over, curious, good on stage, wide-eyed and innocent, lives in the present, changeable disposition, sincere at our heart, always a child, right? As a parent, the sanguine personality makes home fun, is liked by children's friends too, turns disaster into humor. Okay, so at work, if you see what they do, volunteers for jobs, thinks up new activities, looks great at the surface, has energy, enthusiasm, inspires others, charming. As a friend, they make friend very easily, loves people, okay, thrives on compliments, seems exciting, envied by others, okay, doesn't hold grudges, okay, prevents dull moments. So as you see, I think you'll be able to relate who are you, okay, whether you or in this personality or other personality type, which I'll cover next time. Okay. So these are a little strengths about the sanguine personality, right? We'll also see how we can amplify. See, strengths we can be definitely, it's easy to amplify, but we'll also understand what are the weaknesses, right? Before it becomes, disaster in our life, let us understand it realistically, okay, and how to tackle it, right? So one thing is there is no follow through. Okay, if a sanguine personality accepts any activity, he or she should follow through. Okay, and we have to keep reminding them because they are not good in follow through, and they think they have no faults at all. Okay, they think they are right. And let's organize little more. Okay, of popular sanguines. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, they talk too much, right? So I think as a strength, that's how they can make new friends easily, I guess. So what is the solution? We'll also talk about it. Okay, so the author talks about some 3 to 4 simple solutions. Talk half as much as before. Watch for signs of boredom. Okay, if somebody is getting bored, you'll see, right? They'll start yawning or they'll start moving. You can see those signs, right? Okay, condense your comments and stop exaggerating. Okay, so remember, sometimes if you talk more, sometimes it can go to, it can go to being lied or you're lying or something like that. Okay, so next problem, popular sanguines are self-centered, right? So what is the solution? Be sensitive to other people's interest also. Okay, learn to listen. So that is another problem and solution what the author gives. Okay, and what is the next problem? Okay, popular sanguines have uncultivated memories. Okay, so you may think those memories, like if you want to remember names or birthdays, you may be little poor at it, right? So what the author gives solutions is pay attention to names. Okay, if possible, write them down, write things down. Okay, don't forget the children. Okay, it seems that it's so true. The author tells there was a survey among the sanguines, and it seems the sanguines, I think in 1 week, they forgot 437 things in that week, and they forgot 7 children and 1 grandmother at a department store. Okay, so looks so funny, right? So that is true, it seems. Okay, so these are some solutions which the author has provided. So what is the next one? Okay, popular sanguines are fickle and forgetful friends. Okay, so there is a book called Friendship Factor as a solution what the author provides, and put others' needs first, right? So because some of them have, they have friends, but there is a difference between friend and a true friend, right? So that is what they lack, they say. Okay, so popular sanguines interrupt and answers for others. Okay, so whenever there is a chance, they think they have to answer. Okay, and it's not necessary that you have to, don't think you must fill all the gaps. Okay, whenever there's a gap, don't think you have to fill it, because sometimes the other people may take it as rude and it's not welcome sometimes. Okay, so the last one is the popular sanguines are disorganized and immature. Okay, it's time to grow up and pull your life together. So these are some of the problems and solutions what the author says for the sanguine personality types. And don't think like problems are more and strengths are less. Okay, that's how the author content was there, and I was able to present it. just like that. So if you refuse criticism, you will end up in poverty and disgrace. If you accept criticism, you are on the road to fame, right? So this is what the author has to say about the sanguine personality. So next week I'll cover the next personality type. So hope some of you were able to relate and provided a value add. Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Karthik. It's one of the very beautiful topic. So, but Karthik, let me ask you one question. So you were talking a lot on the sanguine. How can we see in the disc personality? Because I can able to remember that most of the different personality type I can able to see in the way of the disc. Because here in our club, most of the people they know disc. So how, in what way we can able to see disc personality in the sanguine?
Okay, so in this personality, I feel like this is more towards I characteristic. That's what I think is the case. So maybe, yeah, like if Kiran or anyone wants to add, they can add. But that is what I feel. It's more towards the I personality.
I think you have taken like a lot of characteristics from the Sahana only. Sahana is the
Not
admin
no,
of
all of them. When
Sahana
he
is
read
the
completed
admin
the
of-
chapter. Sorry?
No, I'm saying the Sahana is the admin of I personality. I'm saying.
So she has improved a lot after we did our discuss here, right? So she has changed a lot.
Perfect. I think we have a lot of newcomers today. I've seen a lot of new names I'm seeing. So, okay, let me hand over to the Kiran. So, Kiran, we can able to take the lot of new people entry, and we can talk about the PM also. So, over to you, Kiran.
All right. Thank you so much, Sashi. I think I'm really enjoying the topics what have been covered. I'm just laughing and having fun. So thank you so much, Sashi, for your amazing hosting and the amazing topics which people are speaking. Really, the things are so much of fun and to learn. Great. So I think a couple of people are new. We'll go with the PM learning. So before I will go with the PM learning for 5 minutes, do bring back your learnings, what you've learned, because it is kind of summary of what we just learned in the first half of book club, where Vijay covers the professional and personal relationship and some of the interesting aspects of how do we deal with professional and personal life. So while we do that, let me just call some Sai Rekha. Hey, Sasi Rekha. Hey, Rekha, if you can hear me, can you quickly introduce yourself as well? If you're joining for the first time. Rekha, can you hear me? You're on mute in case you can hear us. Okay. I think Rekha must have some internet connection. But do we have anyone else? I think
Hello. Yeah, Kiran. Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah, Rekha, go
this
ahead.
is my first time I'm joining here.
Okay. So Rekha, 3 questions to you. So,
this is okay.
Yeah, so 3 questions, you can answer your questions. So one, so your name you already mentioned, your profession, where do you locate, and where did you find us? It could be Meetup or anyone has invited you, and maybe one expectation out of the book club or the growth club which you are currently listening with us.
Okay. My full name is Sasi Rekha Subramani, and I'm working as software engineer in IBM. And I'm from Tamil Nadu, a small city called Salem. And I love to read books that specifically related to something more motivational, inspirational books I used to read. And that too, if you are story and all, I mean, even story books I used to read, which has some inspirational motive kind of thing. So that's, I just saw your like meetings in like a meetup. So I just joined by myself.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rekha. We'll connect maybe offline and I can help you with the details so that you can also participate and keep learning. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
So I think Rekha was first time. I think rest everyone have already joined earlier ones. All right. Great. So people who have not spoken, why don't you help me summarize the PM learnings? So who can help me here? Anyone wants to add? What did we learn in the last week PIM? It was on professional and personal relationship. And
thing first, and is stop expecting and start giving. What was what I took.
Amazing. Stop expecting and start giving. Nice. All right. Who else? Anyone wants to help? Anyone wants to add? The very interesting thing which Vijay covered, even in the Q&A session. Anyone remembers anything?
Kiran, I don't know about the Q&A, means what you are talking about, but I attended this session and I have just made the points, because it was all on husband-wife relationship and all so first half. So I just made the points. I just learned it. So yeah, I can tell first thing he said is accept the problem. Whatever the problem is, accept it. Then second thing, very interestingly, he said is, what he said is probably you might be the cause or the reason of the problem. And that is one thing which clicked me so badly, yeah, maybe, because we always think that the other person is having the problem, but the reason of the problem maybe is myself. So that is the one thing, yeah, he told. And then what Soumya said, expect less and give more. And he said, for 1 year you just give, and then afterwards you just think what you have to do. But then the giving should be, you should see where you have to give. It's not like to anyone you can give. You just see that it's worth or not. The relationship which you are investing in is worth or not. So that all are my learnings.
It's bang on to the point, Shraddha. I think giving for 1 year does not mean that you lose yourself. Giving means that you invest in relationship with the right person, and that will be, it's subject to apply. Conditions apply. Not everywhere you can do that. So you don't have them all the time. So that is where you might need help of a coach, or you have to reflect yourself if it really worth to give or not. So amazing, Shraddha. I think those are really important learnings. Anyone else want to add? Maybe last we can take 1 or 2 more points before we hand over to Sashi. So Vijay talked about also how do you deal with difficult personalities if your personality is a CEO or manager. I think someone asked that question as well. Do you guys remember what did Vijay answer to that? Or did you? So if I ask you, how do you deal with it? How would you do that? Can anyone remember that? If you can maybe share it. Who can help me here? Come on, guys. Nasir, have you joined? I think Nasir has joined in the PIN.
Yeah, I joined.
Nasir, your voice is breaking up. Not sure why. Is my voice clear?
Yeah, some internet connectivity issue. Yeah, your voice is clear.
Okay, maybe I'll just stop your video. You can go ahead, Nasir. Yeah.
So it was like personal relationship with spouse and how to manage a relationship with our manager. So we need to see what they're expecting first, and then we should expect. That's what I understood.
Absolutely.
Is my voice clear?
Little breaking, Nasir. I think we can hear you, but part by part.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you can type it down in the chat box. I'll just summarize whatever you said, whatever I heard you. So what Nasir is adding is more of understanding your boss's personality first, to know what kind of person he is, and based on that you communicate better. So knowing the personality is very, very essential, because that really helps you to don't lose your temper. Sometimes you feel your boss is yelling at you, or he's maybe pointing fingers at you, but actually it might happen he's a D personality. So it means that you just have to understand himself better and then respond in a smart way and good way. So amazing, Nasir. Thank you so much for adding. All right, so good. So we have summarized the PIM. And Sashi, over to you.
Thanks, Kiran. Thanks, you. Okay, lot of learnings from the PAM as usual every Saturday night. Okay, next we'll invite the Shraddha for the next topic. How many of you interested on the cooking? Can raise their hands when people are doing the cooking, even irrespective of the gender. Come on, guys, because even I'm doing a lot of cooking in these days, especially in there. Now I've seen a lot of hands raised. Oh, okay. Only no boys are doing cooking. What's happening, man? No one has stayed in the PG or in the hostel. Okay, Kiran has raised it, and Karthik has raised it. Oh, Karthik is still doing the cooking.
No,
Okay, a lot of people are doing.
We are eating, more interested in eating.
He is interested in eating. I am cooking.
I'm specialized in cooking all non-veg items.
Oh my God. I think we could have some meetup with different kind of bunch of recipes. Unless we can go to the Srikanth Somoli directly. Okay, perfect. But we have one of the our chef will be there in our book club. Let me invite our YouTube star who crossed the 1000K subscribers in the less than a span of time. We'll invite Shraddha. Over to you, Shraddha. Shraddha, I think you are in mute.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I hope everyone is having something to eat, and that is why I think it's such a beautiful, interesting introduction. So I hope everyone is having something to eat. If not, then please bring something to eat from the kitchen, maybe a biscuit. Not one, I want actually 2-3 biscuits or sugar, salt, anything you can just take from your kitchen to eat. Everyone is having, so I should start with. And if possible, please switch on your camera so that I can see you all eating when I will ask you to eat.
I am having prasad of Ujjain Mahakal Mandir. So
Anything
if you are interested,
will
you
do.
can come to me. Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
not
just-
going to share right now. You have to eat yourself only. But you have to eat actually when I will ask you to eat. So I think everyone is back.
I got
Yeah?
fruits.
So shall I start? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I want you all to, if you have 2-3 things, just pick one thing and eat it. Simply eat it. You have to eat it. That's it, and nothing else. You have to eat it. Whatever you are having with you, eat it. Now, if any one of you can share your experience with me here, unmute yourself and can share anyone, and others can type on the chat box what they experienced after eating it. Anyone?
So I had played badminton. I was thinking how when to eat fruits and banana. Finally, I got this chance to eat now. I'm enjoying the food.
Okay. So guys, yeah. So now I am eating. I will also eat and I will share my experience and you all just listen. So I'm having actually 2 toffee here. So my mind just decided to pick this one without any thought. And now I can see it's written Kacha Mango Bite. Now I just thought to open it from this side because from the childhood we have asked to open like this. Now it's not opening and I can see there is so much of tension on my fingers because I am not able to open it. I can see my facial expressions also got changed because I am not able to open it. Oh, finally, I got a smile because I opened it and I saw a green colored toffee. And I can see the texture, it's smooth. And when I will eat it, I just saw the screen to show you all. My eyes just opened wide to show the thing to you all. And now when I just put it on my mouth, I found a very tangy, sweet, mixed flavor. And I realized that it's on my this side of the mouth. And I'm enjoying it. You all see? If you all can hear me.
We can hear you, Shraddha.
Yeah. So what I just did is awareness. This is simply awareness which we all should have within ourselves. I don't know if I'm lost because my internet connectivity is very poor, I think.
We hear you very clearly, Shraddha.
Okay, fine. So I want you all again to just eat the way I ate. If you all can do that, just eat the way I ate. Whatever you're eating, just eat it with full awareness, full consciousness this time. Please. Rohit, pani pee lo. Now, if anyone would like to share, if you found any difference between the way you ate before and now, if anyone can share. Yeah, it's more tasty now. Anything else? Anyone can share? Unmute yourself and share.
Never observe the texture of food while biting, eating. I think that is.
Yeah.
And then this time we were focusing more on our food. Like I just drink water, so I was just feeling the not the taste, but the the temperature, the how it feels inside my mouth. I was just feeling it. It was entering in my body, something like that. So this time I was more aware, more enjoying the same thing.
Yeah. So actually, friends, this is the power of awareness. You all must have realized that when you have eaten your thing the second time, you have slowed down. The process got slower. Automatically, it happens when we are more aware. We become slow. The first thing. The second thing, when we do anything with awareness, we become full into that activity that no other thought come in our mind at that particular time. And because of these two things, because our process got slow and because no thought is there in our mind at that time, our mind automatically get relaxed. And when we get relaxed, that is the most powerful thing which we get from out of the awareness. When we are aware, we don't need anyone else to encourage us, to appreciate us, or even to motivate us to do anything, because that awareness within ourselves uplifts us so much that we can do anything and everything by ourselves with the help of just that most smallest thing, but I can say the most powerful thing which we all as human beings have, and that is awareness, or you can say consciousness, which makes us human beings. What Rohit has also covered in his topic, that our consciousness is one thing that makes us human beings. So yeah, that is my talk. I just wanted you all to become little aware today with this experiment. So thank you so much, everyone.
Shraddha, I just put this lemon in my mouth and I see, oh my God, what's happening? Even after that, I got the logic of that. Oh my God. Perfect. Awesome, Shraddha. Okay, let me invite the one more speaker, Nasir. I think Nasir is there. Yes, Nasir is there.
Yeah.
Now his topic is on the how to think. His topic is on the how to think a big, and how many people you are thinking that we need to think a big. Most of the time we think we need to think a big, but eventually that will be a little bit fade out in the most of the time. But if we want to get to the me, that we need to hear from the Nazir to get some inputs. Nazir, over to you.
Thank you, Shashi. Is my voice audible properly?
Clear and perfect, Nazir.
Okay, thanks. Let me share my screen. So, yeah. Hi, I'm Nasir. I'm from Bangalore. So I'm 11 years of experience as a software developer. So today I'm going to talk about how to think big. Chapter 4 from the book, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Short. Not measured in inches or pounds or the college degree or the family background. So people are measured by the size of their thinking. So how big we think determines the size of our accomplishments. So the author describes some scenarios like where a recruiter shares her experience, like when she's interviewing fresh graduates, they're having ultra conservative thought process or thinking. So they're looking for job security, retirement plans, or the travel opportunities the company would be giving. They're more interested into that. So that's why she's disappointed, and she feels like fresh graduates, they are young and they have the time to take risks and explore new opportunities, so that new possibilities could be explored. And then later he suggests to exercise two exercise. One is determine your 5 chief assets. So example of assets could be education, experience, technical skills, appearance, attitude, personality. Then second exercise is under each asset, write the names of 3 persons you know who have achieved success but do not have this asset to as great a degree as you. And the result would be amazing. You would be amazed to see you will find your outright conclusion is fit your thinking to your true size. So you are bigger than you think. So how to think big? Let's see how we can enlarge our thinking. So use the big thinkers vocabulary. Use big, bright, cheerful words. Use words that promise victory, hope, happiness, pleasant. Avoid words that create unpleasant images of failure or defeat and grief. Strengthen your vision. Stretch your vision. So see what can be, not just what is practice. Practice adding value to things, to people, and to yourself. Get the big vision, get the big view of your business. So really think your present business is important. Then that next level depends on mostly how you think towards your present business. And think about trivial things yourself. Is it really important? Look at the big picture and try to see beyond your own ego in these types of situations. See potential, and creating stories around future possibilities is one way to avoid narrow thinking. And these are the few phrases, like for small and negative mind or big and positive mind. So I was in the business once and failed never again. And a positive thinker would be, I went broke, but it was my own fault, so I'm going to try again. So these are the few examples. So what we observe from this is we are the way we are grown up. Our thinking, we always underestimate ourselves and try to adjust for lower things. Like if someone is offered a job and is asked for how much you're expecting, usually we'll not ask what we actually expect. We will try to give some lower figures, thinking we don't deserve that much. So don't sell yourself short. So the greatest human weakness is self-depreciation. So conquer the crime of self-depreciation, concentrate on your assets, You are better than you think you are. Remember, it pays in every way to think big. Thank you.
Great, Nazir. I'm seeing that your presentation looks like a hacker's presentation. I've seen a lot of in my graduation times. I've seen a lot of presentations of something like that. Great, Nazir. Great. But yeah, I agree with you, Nazir. Irrespective of the domain, irrespective of the work, irrespective of our background, if we still don't think big, we're gonna be loose in the life. So that's for the sure. And you nicely explained, Nazir. Thanks for that. Okay, maybe we'll invite the big boss of the book club group that we already know. We don't require any of the introduction of the person. So let me invite Kiran and just leading in the tough times. Over to you, Kiran.
All right. Can make me the spotlight. Let me just make it myself. Karthik, can you spotlight me? Okay.
Yeah, done, Kiran.
All right. So I think today's topic is one of my most favorite topics. And before I start the topic, let me give you a very simple scenario. Okay. So we all learned what Shraddha shared. In fact, while Shraddha was demonstrating, she took a lemon, right? And then show how if you squeeze the lemon, what kind of taste you get it. Now imagine, so there's an author called Jack Kinder. He tells you're not made in a crisis, you're revealed. And when you squeeze an orange or a lemon, you get orange juice or lemon juice. And when human beings are squeezed, you know what you get? So there's a question mark for you guys. Okay, so you think about it. When human beings are squeezed, what do you get out of human being? We will cover that after 3 minutes. What will you get it? So as he tells us, circumstances does not make the man. It reveals him to himself. And the best part of adversity is that if you don't appreciate it, if you don't like facing adversity, then your frustrations will be off to the peak, because you always think why it is happening with me, why it is only happening with me, and why God, why, and then you just started cribbing to God and telling why are you doing this to us? So let me give you 4 points which will help you to get super excited and super energized whenever you face any adversity. Okay, the first point, the advantage of adversity. Adversity introduces us to ourselves. Second, adversity is a better teacher than success. Adversity opens door for new opportunities, and adversity writes a story if our responses is right. And the reason I quickly share this point is because I'll just share all of these points with a story of mine. So the best example when I see about this adversity has so many examples. If you are switching your jobs, if you're doing your business and your business collapses, and let's say you're doing YouTube channel and then no followers come, no comments come, you get super criticism, and you feel that so many people are just ridiculing you. Bhai, kya likha hai? Apne aap ko kuch pata bhi nahi hai, kuch pata hai kya? You will see so much of negative comments. Or if you're playing a sport, you're good at sport, but you keep on losing, and at the time you will feel maybe you want to just give up. Bhaad mein jaye duniya, main gaya, shanti lene. And whenever these things comes, now imagine what it tells to us. If you're in a YouTuber and if people are giving a lot of criticism, why don't we take as a feedback? Because one of my video when I was posting in social media, one of the guy told me, Kiran, the video is great, but the quality of your video and quality of sound was not good. Now, I after the guy commented in the chat box, I quickly went into my video and just checked it out. Then I saw, actually he's right. While I was making the video, I did not realize that. I felt the quality was good, but when people gave me that feedback, it helped me to become better. So actually it introduced myself, my errors, so that I can become better. The second point, it's a better teacher than success, because the moment if I keep on winning in my cricketing career, and the day I got duck out, it was most embarrassing moment of my life. Second year, I got a chance to play second down. I was feeling like Virat Kohli, and then, I'll hit sixers and fours and then get so popular in college and all those stuff, young people's mindset you have, right? And the moment I played 6 balls and the fifth ball and the 6th ball, I got duck out, I was horribly embarrassed. I was thinking, man, बचपन से cricket खेल रहा हूँ साला, 5 ball खेल के touch भी नहीं कर पाया, 6th ball में bold हो गया. And that day I realized कि बचपन से 20 साल मैंने practice किया था, but what did I even do? Did I really practice? What did I even learn? And that kept me grounded. I started preparing more. I got up early in the morning at 5 a.m. Although I'm not an early morning person, I practiced 2 hours, 3 hours every single day with my coursework, with everything. And it took almost 2 years, 2 to 3 years to compete and then maybe score a 50. So it takes time and consistent effort, because it was a better teacher. Nobody told me. My result and my embarrassment told me that you didn't learn yet. You have to learn. The third, adversity opens doors for new opportunities. Even in this case, when I was playing cricket and I wanted to become a batsman, but I could not clear the selection. I was horribly missed out. And then one of the coach told, Kiran, it's not for you. I think you should focus on NCC or whatever the coach camp we had. And I was miserably sad. And my course also was not going. I scored in my first semester. It's embarrassing to say, but the first semester score was 6.83, 68%, 68.3% in my IIT first semester. And that was the only less score I scored, and it was horrible for me. But it gave me a challenge, a new opportunity, such that I can prove myself and gain more opportunity and prove everyone that I am something. And that is the third point. The fourth, it always writes your story if your response is right. If you're a person who loves to see that your autobiography is inspiring, last time Mohini took this theme of your autobiography. If you don't feel excited about your own autobiography, I think what will motivate you? I think your story should inspire you. And if you can get inspired from all the autobiography of all these successful people, seeing that boss, man, from where to where he did it. But if you can't get inspired from your own story, then what the hell are you doing? And that is where the fourth point is whatever adversity comes, if you can overcome, if you can win over every adversity, small step by step, your confidence level increases and you feel that you are writing your own story daily to daily basis. In fact, if you're writing a journal, you'll get super excited. Boss, I did something amazing. I should document it, because tomorrow when movie comes, then I should have this data to give my director of my writer, and then this movie can be released. So just to summarize, the 4 advantages of adversity. If you're failing, trust me, it is an advantage. Adversity introduces to us ourselves. Adversity is a better teacher than success. Adversity opens door for new opportunities, and adversity writes our story if our responses is right. So that's about it. I hope it added some value. Thank you so much, Sashi.
Wow, perfect, Kiran. I really thoroughly enjoyed the whole conversation. Perfect. 1 second, just getting one more call. Hey, yeah. Yeah, the Tufan movie is very good, bro. I could have here see that movie. Hey, if possible, you can share me that Google Prime credentials. Maybe I can also watch it. Maybe we can have the 2 subscribers. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, I'm in the book club hosting, man. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I need to invite one more speaker, man. I think she's the one of the last person. I hope so. Okay, let me call you. Maybe I need to complete this whole city buddy, all the hosting wall, and let me call you, man. We'll plan something on Zoom. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, what's happening? No hurries. Okay, we'll connect it after some time. Okay, bye. Oh, I need to take one more host, right? Oh, sorry. Who's left here? Nikita. Oh, sorry. Nikita, I think you are the last person, I hope. Maybe let's take what we'll see here. Over to you, Nikita.
Hi guys. Oh. Hi. I'm sorry, I can't do this. Sorry, I was on some other work call, but I had the decency to mute myself and come off the video. Shashi, I know you're hosting for the first time, and I know Karthik and everyone gave you compliments. That was good hosting, but I'm not sure. I don't think this is good. I don't think you're a good host, and I don't think you should do this again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my talk now. Sorry, got distracted there. Okay, how does that feel, Shashi? Oh, he's crying now. Okay, what I want to talk about is feedback. So a lot of times when we go into work, whether we are receiving feedback or giving feedback, this is a common thing. People give us feedback, especially critical feedback, if it's coming from your supervisors or superiors. It does sometimes sound negative, and it can be right. Like Kiran just gave an example. Somebody left him a negative comment saying the voice quality is not good, and he analyzed that. I'm not saying all feedback is bad feedback or wrong feedback. You don't have to ignore it, but there's a way to give feedback. Because if this is the way I give feedback to Shashi, you're a bad host. Yes, it was wrong for him to take a call. Yes, that was not nice. That was not very polite. But the feedback was, you're a bad host and you shouldn't do it again. I don't think that makes him feel very good. Shashi, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think you feel motivated to do this again now?
I feel more depressed with that.
Exactly. So, how do we give feedback? Because feedback is critical and we need to give people feedback. So how do we do this? Before giving feedback, first thing we need to do is a 3-point check. A 3-point check is firstly, ask yourself the question, do I mean this? Now, when I wanted to give Shashi that feedback, is this genuine? Is it necessary? Do I mean it? Yes, it was necessary. Yes, I meant every word of it. So yes, it is, I mean it. So second point is this feedback something that I can defend? Now, yes, I can defend it because everyone saw what he did, so I can defend my feedback. So it is absolutely essential in this particular case. Third thing, is it delivered with love? And the answer is no. So a 3-point check, is this necessary? Do I mean it? Can I defend it? And thirdly, is this delivered with love? Now, how do you deliver a feedback with love? Let me quickly share my screen. I hope I can do that. Oops. And I wait. Okay, so giving constructive criticism involves firstly giving feedback that is going to help the mentee. So ask yourself the question, how will this feedback help the mentee? So pose your feedback in a way that you're showing how this is going to help your mentee. So if I'm giving feedback to Shashi in this case, I would tell him, oh Shashi, like Kiran said, Karthik said, everybody gave you good feedback. I think you have the potential of becoming a good host. I want to help you get better. So I'm showing him how this feedback is going to help him. Now he would want to listen to me. Secondly, point out solutions, not the problem. So instead of telling him, you made terrible mistakes, you didn't even mute yourself, you had no decency, instead of pointing out problems, I could point out solutions. I was also on the call. I know this happens, but it's nice if you mute yourself. So giving a solution. Now, normally, I know in a work culture, feedback won't be as simple as this, but chalking out an action plan with your mentee would help them see where they're going. And lastly, and most importantly, right from the beginning through the end, what you need to do is emphasize faith in the mentee. So if I say to Shashi that I'm giving you this feedback only because I trust and I totally believe that you can do this. Otherwise, trust me, Shashi, I wouldn't even care to waste my time on this. I am right now bothering to give you this feedback because I have complete faith that you have the potential of doing this. You have the potential of becoming a really good host, even better than Kiran, trust me. So now giving that kind of feedback, showing him that I trust him and giving him a clear way of how to do that will make him feel motivated to show them that how this feedback is going to help him personally as well and the organization in general. So again, to summarize, don't criticize people, don't condemn people. Critical feedback is necessary at times. A 3-point check, firstly, do I mean it? Is this necessary? Can I defend it? And how do I deliver it with love, professional love? So 3 points here. How will it help the mentee? Point out solutions, not problems, and emphasize the faith in the mentee. Thank you. I'm sorry, just to kind of end on a positive note. Yeah, thank you, Shashi. Your acting was great.
Thank you, Nikita. I think this is more a one fun of way. I think we could have this kind of stuff more because this kind of will get more views in the YouTube also.
Yeah, do that.
Perfect.
I suddenly remembered Big Boss.
Ah. Yeah.
Perfect. I think we are done with the today's most of the talks. I think people are still exciting and no one has dropped out. Everyone will be there. Wow, lot of excitement. Perfect. I think with that, over to you, Kiran, so that closing ceremony of the day, you can take over from here. Thanks, Kiran.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sashi. I think Saurabh is also there. If Saurabh is available, if you have joined. Saurabh, you want to go ahead next? Then we can wind up the summary. Sashi, you can check if Saurabh is there.
Actually,
Saurabh.
Actually, I'm just got back from a 3 to 4 hours meeting.
Achha.
Right now.
Okay, fine. Cool. Awesome. Great. So that's really amazing. Did we miss anyone else? Sashi, your talk is there. Know your why. Did you already speak?
No, I'm skipping today's talk.
Okay. All right. Then we'll be listening to you next week. We have covered everyone. Awesome. So cool. I think we covered all the talks within time. And before we do the summary and the little bit of chit chat, let's quickly take the group pic while everyone is here. All right. Request everyone to switch on the camera for a few seconds.